G'day Nolan, how are ya? Keep yourself busy, I hope. Yeah, everything's going alright at the moment. Just getting a few of the commissions knocked out of the way. This is one of the two time critical ones I have that need to be finished by... Well, this one needs to be finished for next week. And I also have the Highlander shield that I'm working on tonight. Waiting on some paint to dry on that one. That's due on the same weekend as this. But, thankfully the Highlander shield and the sword are just handed over that weekend. This one actually is required to wear that weekend, so I have to get it to the client before then, so they can put it in the rest of their costume. But you know, other than that, things are going good. What are you working on at the moment? Well, I'm doing alright. I got the shins, the leg guards made. This is for Graves from League of Legends. And it's got to match these leg bits that I made. That seems to have moved. But basically they hang from the belt like that, with the kneecap strapped to the knee. So they're looking alright, and the finish is pretty good. I'm quite happy with the finish. So this is the pauldron that goes on his right shoulder. And it's in two pieces. This piece, which is the collar piece basically that wraps around, that's the back. Comes around, there's a point off the shoulder, and that comes down onto the front of the chest. And there's another piece that... You like those? Yeah, I'm really happy with the way they turned out. It's... The battle damage, I kind of looked at the damage that was in the game art. G'day Fen, how are you? Yeah, so I looked at the damage in the game art, and there's these nice big chunks cut out of the armour. Guess who's at work? Let me guess. You're watching the stream from your place of employment, because that's just how you roll. So you basically tilt that up. It's a better camera than the face cam. That puppy goes like that. It's got more of a curve in it. It's basically the only time you watch Twitch. So that's got more of a shape in it like that, and pops there, with another plate here to halfway down the bicep. Well, it's 10 to 10 at night. I don't know how many Aussies are on tonight. It's a Saturday night. All the young kids will be out. They kicking up their heels, weren't they? So I got that 12 mil, I suppose it is. Yeah, 12 mil. So ½ inch. IQ, how you doing? Not seen me in a while. I was on 4 hours ago. Then there's an overlay on this. There's my pattern. Okay. So we've got a thick overlay like those fire guards. So I'm going to cut another 5 mil layer like this, and that'll be that border that you can see there with the green, but it also has this ziggy zaggy line of detail. You're on holiday again. God damn. And there's also 1, 2, 3, 4 studs to go on it. Yeah, let me see. I think I still have a reference image loaded up here. Here we go. That's what I'm going for there. This is the cinematic and it's slightly different to the game art, so I'm doing a bit of a meld of both. The shoulder piece I'm working on is basically all of that there, and then this piece here will be closer to the game art one. It comes down to more of a bullet tip down his arm. Oops, I'm going the wrong way to find the background of the back image. It's before this shot in the explosion. Come on. Alright. That's the best I can get for the back. So I think I'll get it looking nice and chunky like that anyway. So I need to cut out my 5 mil the same size and trim out these bits of pattern. These are those sharp wedge chunks taken out, and there's some definite battle damage there, but I'll fatten that up like the other one as well. Well, this one's easy. This one's a Perth client, so it's local, and he's coming down next week to pick this up. And this is a build for build exchange, this one. I'm building these, those 2 shin pieces, leg pieces, and this shoulder piece in exchange for a 3D print of Captain Mal Reynolds' pistol. Yeah, my holy grail kind of bit, the thing I've been chasing for a while. Need some 5 mil. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to grab 5 mil out of that glue. No. There we go. That'll make that a lot easier to work with. I know I really should shape it before cutting out, because the curve is going to change the dimensions. But you know what? Pretty certain you can get away with it on this one. We're in for a bit of a batten down the hatches here in Perth tonight and tomorrow. We've got a couple of cold fronts that are due to slam us from about midnight onwards. Worst storm of the season, blah 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 blah. Nolan, I am fortunate enough to be employed at a place where Twitch is okay. Since I work in the video game industry, watching people play games is sort of like watching the news. Or you can combine the best of both words there and watch people fail at making things. Every time you sharpen it makes me think of Gordon Ramsay. Your conversational English is a bit F-word at times. He's a lovely, misunderstood man, is young Gordon. Either that or is it tosspot? I can't fucking work out which. Just need to call someone a muppet from time to time. Hey dude, look, I still got all my fingers, it's cool. They ain't going nowhere. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Blunt knives do more damage than sharp knives, I'll tell you the drum. I did quite a bit of time in a butcher's shop, so I learned how to sharpen blades there, guys. It's all good. Yep, didn't cut them off being a butcher. I'm not going to cut them off playing with a bit of foam. Still awake, bub? Gotta put the kettle on, gang. Gotta have myself a hot cuppa. Y'all manually cut off his thumb with a blunt Stanley blade. Ugh. Well, my mum's missing the tip of a pointer. We had a circular saw, you know, one of the bench swords with the saw that comes up through the middle of it, cutting firewood. And we used to get the trimmings from the logging place. They'd square up the logs, so they'd cut off and we get those slivers off the side and then run them through the circular saw, cut them into pieces long enough to whack in the firefight. Well, Mum's feeding them through the saw and I was about 8 or 9 on the other side taking them off of her, and it hit a knot and threw her hand straight onto the blade, and boomf, that finger just went whizzing past my ear. That was a little traumatic. And then my stepdad's missing his little finger. We were pulling the core out of a water pump, water bore, and it's 60 feet deep, and they're 6-foot sections screwed together. So what you do is you get 2 metal plates and you bolt them together, and so you unbolt them. You have the plunger for the water bore. 2 guys come in, put their 2 pieces together and do the bolts up. You undo your 2. These 2 at the bottom stand up and pull it up. And while they hold it up 6 foot above the ground, you come in with yours, bolt them in. When you do them up, they undo theirs, and you repeat the process and you walk this thing out. Well, the guys at the top let it slip. Dad's at the bottom and it came down, and that piece took his little finger off and it went down the water bore. So if you're ever in northwest Western Australia and you need fresh water out of a water bore, and be aware that one of them has at least 3/4 of a human finger floating around in your water supply. When you consider what's actually in the metropolitan water supply, that's only a small thing. Traumatic and informative at the same time. You bet your rosy red bum it was. I got an education real quick on how not to handle a wood saw, a circular saw. You know what? think we might have got to the end of there. We did. Got to the end of the music, so we're going to have to listen to the Dark and Furry theme tune, because that's the very first song that Dark has on his online playlist. So we'll promote the Dark and Furry show. Let the kid burn himself out once. This safety tip brought to you by Travis Cosplay and his mum. Oh, and his stepdad. What's dark and furry? Oh no, I did a couple of hours stream earlier on. So when I paused his playlist, I was already there. Oh, really? Come on. Play all, thank you. From here. Right. Okay. I think I might need to put a bit of enjoy the top of my head, guys. Got the stitch. You love the Aussie sense of humour. Should record some safety skits tips. Right, and there's that bit there. Sweet, so that's going to be the overlay and give me that third dimension to the build. Couple more. Right. Play the next track. There we go. So what I'll do is I'll cut this reliefs out, flip it over and clean off the texture. Then glue it to the, oh shit. To the 10mm section. Don't you hate it when you drop the black back in the... You don't know which one's which. That'll do. I also have to trace it out on here, so I know where my glue area is, so I don't get too much glue in the bit that I want as my surface. So just a couple here to hold it, stop it from wriggling around while I'm dicking around with the pen. One day I'll find a fucking biro that actually works. Well, I have enough brains to ditch the ones that don't work instead of putting them back in the cup. That would probably make more sense. But that would also take all the fun out of it. So do you keep an archive of your templates so you can remake if needed, or do you throw them away when I'm finished? I tend to throw the fuckers away. This shoulder piece is just ad-libbed. I'm just knocking it up as I went along. Grabbed the sewing mannequin and went at it with the those images that I was flicking through. Everything else basically is Pepakura. Excuse me. I had the Pepakura files still in my PC, so I suppose in a way I do keep an archive of them, yeah. But it's a digital archive. Didn't realise I was cutting half the workbench off the screen. Sorry guys. You should have said something to me. Damn, that shit's cold. Right, got to fire up the barbecue. Have a good stream. No worries. Thanks for sticking around, IQ. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, there's Beardy. Sorry, man. Oh no, Beardy was there before. I didn't ignore him. We were talking about the music. Mate, put a shrimp on the barbie for me. And then remember, we call the fuckers prawns over here, alright? Is that you, Bubby? I can just hear something knocking around behind them is all. Okay. Now from memory, on the shin pieces, yeah. What I did to give them that cartoony depth is I tapered the edges with the Dremel. Spooky Aussie ghost. Well, she's not so much a ghost, but we got the spooky bit right. So that'll go like that. There's a stud there and a stud there. There's two more here. So I'm going to get on to the Dremel. I'm going to clean all that texture off the back there. I'm also going to soften the inside edges with the sanding disc. And the outside edges as well. And glue that bastard down and give it a bit of a curve. And I got my 12mm sand and by for the other piece. Yeah. So little bit of dremeling noising. Yep. What's going on there? Get the wrong sanding disc on there. That's what's going on there. That's the fine one. That's better. That one's got some meat on it. think I found a local supplier of foam that might be cheaper than floor mats and doesn't have a texture on both sides. They cut it to thickness for you. Not the great big freaking chunks of the stuff. At least until my what the hell is this? It's an artistic shape. It's the overlay for Greaves' shoulder. But I've got to clean the texture off the back so it'll glue down. It's modern art. It is that there. So I'm doing the overlay, that thick border. It's the other part of the build that goes with those leg pieces that I showed you guys earlier. Hey, been anyway, artistic. Not bad, beautiful morning downtown in Detroit. Sweet, good to hear. We, on the other hand, are about to have some of the worst weather we've had all season. They've done the whole batten down the hatches type thing on the news and the weather tonight. telling us we've got a storm front coming through that'll knock your socks off if you haven't got them rolled up tight. Gunfire hasn't even started yet. Young Lions, how are you, my friend? Going strong and slaying dragons with that sword of yours, I hope. Impossible! Yeah, Ed209 gave him an ass whooping. They didn't put it in the movie, they didn't want to upset the fans. Me, I'm doing good, brother. Doing good. Just sitting here making noise in the middle of the night. Really? Oh, for Christ's sake. Just play it all. All of it. Fine. I am singing the song of my people again. I'm about to fire it up again. I just want to brush the dust off. I've got to flick it over and put a bevel on the other side on all the edges. Having difficulties with Dark's background music at the moment. Only wants to play me a track or two and then shut down. So I've just rebooted it. The page, that is. So we've got the Dark and Furry theme again, which I don't find to be a major issue. You guys can feel free to sing along. So now you've had your sword for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and the novelty has worn off. Is it still up to your expectations now that the honeymoon shine has gone off of it? I bloody hope so. You really love it? Beautifuls. This is just EVA floor mats, mate. We don't get anything fancy like L200 over here, but the other stuff that I'm chasing is, we have a different scale system here. We have kilo, what it weighs per cubic meter is a definition of the density. So this stuff is 75 kilos per. For fuck's sake. You know what? Stuff the background music then. If you're going to be a pain in the ass, I'm not going to play it tonight. Okay, so yes, and when I use Radio Rivendell it keeps giving me copyright, not copyright, the monetization errors on YouTube, which I don't suppose is a major problem because I'm not getting any viewers on YouTube any freaking way. You cannot monetize your video clip because this is somebody else's clip and all that sort of crud. But let's put it on. We're back. Listen to Radio Rivendell. Play music. You're fogging up my glasses. Come on, play music. Casting music spell. Right, some nice tranquil Radio Rivendell. It is duty free, but some of the tunes put up there have been monetized by the owners, and rightfully so. That means I can't monetize any of my videos that have them in there. That being said, YouTube's monetization is a fucking joke. I think I got like 12 cents for all my videos in the last year. Righto. Smashed the Tim Tam wrapper on my face. No. We did that. Okay, so that's the outside done. You can't tell me you wouldn't do that. No. We already did do that. Indeed he would. Trim seems to take a malicious delight in archiving those things which should not be archived. Oh, we're going to have drop frame rates again, are we? So you also will be archiving for historical purposes only. Is that what you're telling me? Really, Beardy? Thanks, buddy. And sometimes you just got to get your fix, okay? Don't judge me. There are things in life that good. Tim Tams are one of them things. Get used to this sound. Dark's going to do something with it. Oh, okay. Has he left for his holidays yet? Ah, okay. Fuck you. Might have turned off the dark and furry show and hopped on a plane though. Thought he was going on a cruise or something. I don't know nothing. Okay. Details done. Well, not details, but the edge is all done. And good luck to him getting out and about. Let's get some glue on this thing, shall we? Well, has Rivendell stopped as well? For Christ's sake. Apparently you can't shut down the second page. The first page. You need both the player and the page running. And there goes my bandwidth, look at that. Shogun, how you doing? Thanks for joining us tonight. Kangaroos. Fen likes his sub kangaroos. Yeah, we're doing good. Powering through the commissions. Looking forward to getting some time to work on my own costume. You do like roux. Tastes just like chicken. Well, actually, they don't taste anything like chicken. They're much stronger flavour. Did not succeed at making my first Predator mask attempt because I did not do the mould before. Oh, that's a shame, dude. But if you do not succeed the first attempt, that means that you have room for improvement. You can only get better from here. As rewarding as it is to get shit right the first time, I don't think you really learn anything. Voila, overlay. I think I have my camera kink down a little bit. You right, bub? So she's watching one of her shows and somebody died, or I still got those buttons to put in. That's pretty flush, considering. So, I think they might be too big. I've got a couple of other bits floating around here. TT Bojangles is now following. Thanks for the follow there, TT. So look, we appreciate you so much. I can give you 2 follow notifications. You get zombified and you get that big sucker up the top there. It's just, you know, no expenses spared around here. I wonder, where's the bit in between the two? Because it's always the fucking way, isn't it? Yeah, let's do those 2 big ass ones and 2 medium sized ones down there. Bronze Dragon, how's things? Things are good. How does it go in your neck of the woods? You just joined? What am I currently making? I am making the shoulder piece for Graves from League of Legends. Let me show you the reference image. See, look. Bojangles appreciates the double notification. No, don't do that. Do this. Or not, as the case may be. Rightio. Here, I'm making that shoulder piece there for a commission for a client. Or a facsimile thereof. I thought you'd gone to bed.
I did.
And then?
Stupid boyfriend woke me up.
Stupid boyfriend.
Woke me up.
You telling it a POQ? Good to see a fellow Aussie streaming. Cool. So, are you a fellow streamer, Bojangles?
Bojangles.
I called an FX professional and he told me that I screwed up my masterpiece by putting latex on it in order to make a silicone mold. So he said I need to do your mold with resin plastic. If only your internet would allow you. Dude, I hear you. I have the NBN. Yeah, right, there's a fucking joke. I'm streaming with 8 down and 1 up. So it's a matter of shutting down all the crap in the background while I do it. But it does it. Bronze Dragon says, things are good my end, thank you, and awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing your styles because I'm going to be doing Orion Soul for next year's Comic-Con. I'm going to do is incorporate his passive by having his orbs on his chest and shoulders. Oh, sweet! The No Bloody Network, NBN, yeah. I blunted it by hitting it with the hammer. I suppose I could sharpen it, but I only really need 2. So, have you got reference images there, Dragon? Feel free to whack them up there and show us. Links are available in chat as long as they're not... Mate. It reads exactly the way I would expect it to read if I was typing at 3 AM in the morning. So, don't stress about your language. It's fine, dude. About your English. It's the interwebs. We can handle it. Don't you dare gulp that in my ear. Antisocial panda eyes. So you're going to go back to bed or what?
I'm drinking.
You're drinking. Is that what that gulping noise is called? That's what I want. I know I've got a piece of dowel around here somewhere to give that a bit of form. Yeah, that should help a bit. I think I only really need 2 at this bloody size as well. That's actually quite sharp where I've been hammering that. Solar powered internet. Once it gets dark, the internet goes down. Have I made many helmets from EVA foam? Oh my dear sweet Mr. Bojangles. Where do we begin? There's this one. You might recognise him as Han Solo's loving, misunderstood child. There's this one. You might recognise him as the Batman wannabe, as in throwing money all over the place. There's that one, which rumour has it is Jar Jar Binks' mother, and that will also be explained in episode 9, Return of the Fishman. There's that one, which is just a blank because I want to do all that high detail that the Sith Acolyte helmets have. There's this one, which is my next big costume build. And there's that one. So no, I haven't built any helmets out of foam. Yeah, couple. What did you need to know, bud? Thanks, buddy. Helmets passed to me by my friendly off-camera high elf. Ah! Google UK search. Yeah.
Ooh,
Dude!
I know who that is.
Oraline Soul from League of Legends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, well, because I'm doing LOL characters, I seem to be getting some LOL fans coming to the stream.
I like LOL.
You want it to be similar to that one, but have his orbs, one on his chest and 2 on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Is that kind of like what Henchwench did with her orc?
Yeah.
The lava balls that she had rotating on her shoulders?
Mm-hmm. And Mary Bear is doing the Sakura version.
Oh, that's the same character?
No, it's not the same character,
No.
but they have the same set of skins. For
Oh,
like
okay,
version.
right. So, yes. Okay.
So she's doing another character's version.
Yes, she's doing Lux's Sakura skin.
No, Sakura is the character.
She's doing Lux.
At the moment. She just put up a post last
Oh, she put up a
tonight,
post that her
so-
next one is going to be Sakura. Okay,
Yes.
right. You're trying to make your own NCR Ranger helmet from Fallout. Sweet. Okay, so 2 little ones there, but I want 2 bigger ones here and here, and I'm going to use that size pipe. Feel free to throw up an image of yours if you got it there, Beardy. Shared love, man. Ooh, 6 months. Okay, that does sound like a bit of a complex build. For a helmet. You're going to do the sleep thing again. The mold is killing me. Nothing, I'm just reading the stream.
Oh.
Did you actually shoot it for realistic bullet hole effects? As cosplayers, we're all about the reality, the realism. Yeah, so now I get those. I'm going to turn them into studs. What have we got there? Paper square. I recognise that character. Now I know what you're talking about. Not Fallout players, sorry guys. I play WoW and Skyrim. Somebody actually shot their costume. Okay. She right?
Yeah. She's using her teddies as pillows. Can you spot where your grandchild is?
Yeah, I can see the top of her hair.
Yeah.
I would if it required. Why not? Well, you know. You're not doing any downloading or shit, are you? It's all you have handy at the moment. Man, that whole build looks freaking awesome. Bring it over. I got guns. I'm American. I'll shoot it for you. See? We're helpful. Well, you made it good, son. You made it good. Keep a fucking edge, Blade. Oh yeah, that's better. Feel that digging in. They even have a Radiation King belt radio in the shape of an owl. Rangers never sleep. 3D printed that plays Radio New Vegas. Oh, dude. I think you're just starting to piss me off. For fuck's sake. Use your Master Chief helmet, that'd be a bit of a mashup. Come on. Everything wants to be bloody difficult today. Nah, it's giving me grief, so rather than try and sharpen it, I'll just bloody ditch it and grab a fresh blade. This foam's so freaking soft that it bends before it cuts. Ranger Chief. And you're right, it's a wasteland. They'll use whatever they find. So if they find a Spartan dead on the side of the road, I guess they'd strip him down for parts. Smart move. You can't have that lid on all the fucking time. Right, where's my... I got a chunk out of there and a chunk out of there. Actually, I'm going to shape it before I do that. Bloody spider webs all over the place now. Bernard Ormston donated $5. Thank you. Don't let the knife annoy you, mate. Keep your cool. Also, any tips on how to cut curves? Mate, this is my cool. I'm an Aussie. We're always like this. Thank you very, very much for that. I appreciate it. And extra kudos for that fantastic first name of yours. Cutting curves, yeah. Got to keep the blade sharp. Otherwise you end up with saw marks as you go around the curve. And if I'm doing tight curves, I don't use... yes, I know. As is my first name. Hence the reason that it's a cool. For really tight curves, I'll use a smaller blade so I can do a tighter radius, because the wider blades don't tend to allow you to get around them. Give me the pin. I have an X-Acto, but those are actually scalpels. That little one that I just showed you. Where'd the X-Acto go? I hardly ever use my X-Acto anymore, but yeah, I like an X-Acto, but the scalpels are so much sharper. Yes. Oh yeah, my first name is Bernard also. Hence the reason I made comment about it. Okay. So now we're done that. I'm going to hit the back of this with the heat gun, curve it into shape. Hey, 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 furry! On a date. Wait, you're on a date, furry, and you dropped by my stream to say g'day, and you brought your date with you. You're a strange little Scotsman, but thank you for the visit, my friend. And hello to you too, June. Well, maybe June thinks that's very romantic. Fuck, I don't know. Been single 11 years now. What do I know about taking ladies on dates? There we go. It's the kind of thing I want. So first I'm going to go around and Dremel these edges flush where the overhang is, all the way around the outside. Then I'm going to put the battle damage on it. Syrup. Trigger is now following. Thank you very much for that, Trigger. Don't go away. You're about to be zombified. Right, where the hell are we? Here. Oh, on cue. Because I'm serious about my Tim Tams, that's why. Wizzo, thanks for the host, brother. So June, if Dark asks you, do you want a drink, say no. That bastard drinks Foster's. Never noticed cupcakes in his cup yet. No, I didn't. Thank you, Beauty. Cupcakes. Okay. Is that because we couldn't find Tim Tams? Whoa! Okay. You cleaned all morning, so a break was needed, so you thought you'd come here. Wonderful. Oh, really? My birthday? Again? Thank you, guys. I thought it was only my birthday on Mondays. I didn't know it was my fucking birthday either. This guy's going to make me a lot older than I actually am. Thank you. Okay, I think I've been all the way around. Every day could be Monday. Righto. Bloody thing is not sitting right. That more than covers the monetization on YouTube. I'll say it does. It'll be even cooler when I get it in my hot little hands, mate. They're doing it at a lot of the conventions over here now. You step into a booth, get the photo taken from about 50 or so different cameras simultaneously. Then they 3D render you, take you home and print you. And send you the printout. All for a lovely fee, of course. Well, that one's 18 centimeters, and that costs just over $200. I got a deal where I let them print 2 copies and use one for their promotional, and got $50 off, so I only paid $140 for it. Yeah, I thought it was affordable. It was the last thing I did on the 18-inch one. That'd be awesome. So that's like 45 centimeters, 18-inch. Yeah, dude. That's 60 centimeters. That's pretty damn big. Okay, so now, with reference to the cardboard template, there's a chunk taken out here, and a chunk taken out there. So now I've got the curve in it. I don't know how they're going to lie. So there's my first bit of battle damage. Yeah, it is. Okay, that looks perfect. Let's hack it up a little bit. I think I'm going to put one around the front as well. I was going to say purely for a cosmetic point of view, but then again, all this battle damage is purely from a cosmetic point of view. It's the only reason it's here. So that was a moot statement. Yummy! Good morning, Going Ape. How are you? Some plastic dipping. Yes, I do like that one. It's bloody scary, that is, Beardy. I fucking love it. Okay, so now that I've taken my chunks out with the craft knife, now I'm going to add damage with the Dremel. Yeah, that'll work. So there we go, a bit of battle damage on the front there. And that puppy's just going to sit there. And like I said, there's another piece of armour that goes down the forearm. That sits. Like so. And halfway around his back. Helter Skelter Cosplay, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, bro? I've been meaning to try and get in touch with you the last couple of days. Every time I think about it, I get distracted by bright shiny shit. It's even more frustrating when I look away and look back again and then I'm all voila. I go, how the fuck did I do that? That's much better all sealed up and, well, heat sealed at least. So now I'm going to make the piece that goes underneath. Yes, I've seen your birthday and wished your birthday on Facebook. Oh, of course I did. I sent you the page of birthday wishes. I might want to have a little bit of a kick out. So, Helter, you sent Fourth Icon to a venue in a vendor in Rockingham for foam. Was that Rockingham Foam Supplies on Dixon? Because I want to give some of that stuff a go till I get my foam through from Cosventure. When they start stocking it, I need to find somewhere. And from what he was saying, it was cheaper than the floor mats. let me find the reference image that he sent me that he wants the... Nope, it's not in that folder. Must be back over here. Yeah, they're all video clip lifts. That's stuff I've already... Come on, where's his basic image that he bloody sent me to start with, for Christ's sake? You know what? I think from memory it's actually in a chat. So bear with me for a second. Right, okay. So this is the reference that he sent me to base my work on. So that piece I've just done is the top half of the shoulder. Might have missed a stud. Might have missed a couple of studs. But yeah, the bottom of the shoulder is basically that triangle with the overlay and the sad face looking thing. And from the looks of things, it comes out from here and it meets up with that triangle there. Okay. Specialty foam sales in Yangebup. Okay, cool. Oh, you like the butt wiggle angle, do you, young lady? I was actually looking at the shoulder, but you know, if it's a butt wiggle angle that turns you on, then you get your jollies right there, like that. Okay, so based on that image, the shoulder, that bottom piece comes out halfway up this face, comes out to a peak and comes back in and basically meets up here. So, oh, that's okay. Now I've got that written down. I can Google that, because Google is your friend. What a waste to take that right out of the middle of the phone like that. Got yourself an airbrush from Audi? Did you get it as a birthday present? Heather get that for you? We may have been talking, or you actually got it for yourself. Great gobs of contact glue sticking my thumbnail down on my finger. Okay. So Audi must be a different thing there in Australia. Audi's kind of like, well, Audi is a department store, a grocery store, but they have nicks and knacks and odds and ends that turn up on a weekly basis. It's different. Yeah, primarily a grocery store, but like I said, they also do a range of other stuff. Yeah, see the weird stuff in the middle. That's where we get our airbrushes from occasionally. Yep, I think it's exactly the same format around the world then by the looks of things. I've given some dough, had a win on the scratchies. Sounds like your birthday was a win all the way around, bro. Like to hear that? Bring your own bags, that's the one. There's literally one at the end of my street. About 500 metres that way. Did your crafting tool shed's gonna be awesome. Nah, that's not what I was looking for. Okay, so Picasso on my shirt, it's a ninja on one side and a pirate on the other side, and it got words in it. Fight, surly, rogue, outlaw. Spectral 150 is now following. Thank you very much. Actually, it's just Spectral 50. Thank you for the follow. It's a Loot Crate t-shirt. How long would you say you've spent as a whole on the shoulder pad? I'm guessing 2 hours, 21 minutes and 54 seconds. G'day X-Imp, thank you for the follow. No, but I monitor what I'm streaming with OBS. So OBS shows me how long my stream has been. And literally I started making the shoulder at the beginning of the stream. So 2.5 hours. No, I don't have that annoying Nightbot working in the background. He likes to override things. It does indeed, Spec. It does indeed. Funnily enough, so do mine. But mine aren't necessarily the good ones. No. Well, that's okay, Beardy. I've been streaming this stream for, like I said, 2 hours and 23 minutes, mate. And that's how long I've been working on the shoulders since I began tonight's stream. This second stream. Oh, well, that doesn't count the 20 minutes or so of, lots of foreplay. You go, girl. Is this another commission? Yeah, kind of. This is the exchange for the 3D print of the Captain Malgun. Okay, so this dark outline here I'm going to trace out, and that's going to be cut out of the 5mm foam as the overlay, plus there are a couple of studs to go here. This light grey outline is the overhang, where it sits in underneath there. So once I put that border on and battle damage it, it'll come up and match that piece. Post some pics, absolutely, dude. Put them up there, we can have a look. Nobody is an asshole in my chat. Those sorts of people don't stick around here, so yeah, throw it up there, mate. We'll take a gander. If you want some advice and some stuff, then we're more than happy to help. And if you just want people to ooh and ah, we will do that too. As it says across the top of my screen, mate, it's called Cosplay because it's meant to be fun. You so want to be an arsehole? Well, that's why we have furry streams, isn't it? So we can pull the piss out of a Scotsman who fucking drinks Fosters. Besides, we know you. You're a big sweetheart. You can be an arsehole even if you wanted to. making your own armor that's a mix between the Jedi and the Mandalorian armor. Ooh, nice mix. That sounds really freaking interesting, actually. Because you've got to consider that at some stage along the line, that would be a possibility in that Star Wars universe. Some Jedi somewhere has found himself stranded and had to cannibalize stuff from Mandos, or vice versa, because Mandos are damn fucking resourceful. Similar to what Obi-Wan wore in the Clone Wars animated series. Literally, one of the guys who comes and builds here on a Sunday has just finished his Obi-Wan Clone Wars armor as his very first armor build that he plans to wear shortly. Helter, I don't know if it's raining your way yet. But it's just started to bucket down here, man. Well, that never actually made it out, the white Boba Fett. That was still concept, mate. But yeah, that's what they were basing it on, that he was an elite stormtrooper type of armor. And apparently, the first appearance of Boba Fett was even before the white armor was shown. He made an outing at a at a county fair in George's hometown. I was only watching it last night or the night before. He was out signing autographs with a Darth Vader costume before the movie was even released. I was saying, Helter, it's just started to piss down here, mate, so if it hasn't hit you up there yet, it will in the next couple of minutes. Ah. Seems like you're even more switched on to it than I was, Beardy. Probably didn't give the special as much attention as it deserved. It was an odd first outing, yeah. Hasn't hit you yet? Well, like I said, let's just pass through here. So much so the temperature's dropped by, yeah, a good 5 degrees. Yeah, there we go. That's why you keep the decent sized scraps. Oh, we've been getting some rain down here, all right. It's okay, Finn, but thanks for sharing the love. G'day, Ciron, how are ya? Got to keep the drop bears hydrated. And angry. Indeed, a good drop bear is an angry drop bear. Otherwise, what's the point of all that training? Go for the tourists and go for the eyes. Doing good, just got done eating your breakfast. Okay, well it's just a wee tad too early for breakfast for me. Seeing as it's like 20 past midnight. Happy Sunday. Indeed it is. Okay, I think I can get rid of that 3D model of Graves soaking up bandwidth in the background. Is there another one? For fuck's sake. Still trying to find a dome to fit on the top of the Cyberhead. I don't know. I haven't heard anything from Duskraven for a little while. Typical Facebook dropping people down my notification priorities. So that'll go on there. Yeehaw. It's really weird. The mic keeps going red on me, but not for peaking. Quite the opposite by the looks of things. You also made a new brain. The first one broke. Okay. How did it broke? How do you broke a brain? Thanks for the host, Spectral. Oh, okay, too thin. Fair enough. Shed Creations. Welcome back to the second stream for the evening. It's going good. Going good. That's the result so far. So yes. Been some good effort. It's an Aussie invasion on the emote side of things. I've got all the studs and stuff over there drying. So before I can do much more on that, I thought I'll launch into this. This has got to be finished the week before Supernova, before Evolve, so that the client can wear it to Evolve, whereas the shield and the sword are just being given to the client at Evolve. He's not wearing them there, so have a little more leeway. I'll say an hour. God damn. Should bribe him with fairy bread or something. Well, yeah, a little more. I'll do some more on it in a little while. Maybe. Because basically once I glue these together, I won't be able to do much more on this until tomorrow. Fairy bread and Vegemite. Oh, not on the one sandwich, no. Okay, a little bit of Dremel again, guys. To remove the texture off the back of this, off the back of these, shape them, glue them, bend them. You know the drill. So once again, singing the song of my people. Absolutely. Yeah, kind of. I have a Dremel scroll saw, yes. Are you suggesting that this would have been easier with a scroll saw? How do I find the attachment setup? I don't mind it, I just don't like the high-pitched whistle it gives off. It means I can't use it at night when I'm actually building stuff, because that definitely wakes up the kids. Are you looking at new options for the shed yet? No, I don't have my mini-me figure yet, mate. They said that it would be dispatched at the end of the week. And that they would be supplying me with a tracking number. I haven't done that. It's not particularly loud, and I have used it here at night. It's just the pitch of it more than the sound of it, I think. I don't know. Well, the axe that I sent to New Mexico I sent on the 12th of June, so that's 2 months ago yesterday. Never got there. We got from here to Los Angeles. .600 miles from its destination. After travelling 15,000 kilometres from here, it fails in the last 1,000 kilometres. But then Yon's sword gets to him in 5 days, including going through customs in 3 different countries. None of them United States, apparently. And that makes all the difference. No, I think it's like a customs issue in, an axe. Hi, Rock, how are ya? Now, I didn't do the outside bevel on this because I'm going to do it once it's glued down. Yeah. Well, the whole thing in the packaging is just over 1 metre long, 40 centimetres wide, 10 centimetres thick. In the packaging, it weighed under 1.5 kilos. There's no way an axe of that dimension would weigh anywhere near that little. What do they care? You want to pop vinyl on Abby Darkstar's stream, so I don't know when that's going to get here. Oh, cool. Congrats, man. I see Abby's coming back to Australia for a con. I can't remember which one I saw her lined up for. And her husband, Zed. They were here for my Darth Cyber con. So yeah, for your Cyberman con. Because Zed made comment about my stupid platform shoes and how he gets a cobbler to make his. Would I ever go to Los Angeles for a convention if expenses were paid? If expenses were paid, you bet your fucking rosy red ass I would. Sorry, that's Australian for yes, indeed I would. I would be happy to do that. I may need to actually get my passport sorted. They both want to come back to Perth. Cool bananas. Well, you're gonna fly me over, are you, Serum? I'll be there in a heartbeat. Wish it wasn't so expensive to get you to a con here in the US. Well, unfortunately, flights to get here from Aussie land are insane. They are indeed. Just have to be infamous on Twitch then, eh guys? I have our own little convention right here, all 15 of us. A boat? And take a 2-month cruise before I get there. A rowboat. Okay, make that a 2-year cruise. No, we send our navy to blow them out of the water. Could send me over by post. I could sit in a warehouse for 2 months. Have I shared this here yet? Yes, you did, my friend. With the faceplate insert? Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know if you shared it here with these guys. The rain's just started up your way? Cool. I've seen it. You've shared it in something else that we're in. If not here with these fellas. Marge, the rains are here. Atomic Mum was keen for a massive GoFundMe for us Aussies to TwitchCon or similar. Sounds like an idea. But yeah, like I said, it would be very tricky. There we go, that's that. Since you're moving to Atlanta, yeah, eyes ever get to Dragon Con? Dragon Con, So that should... It does. Good, good. Okay. Yeah, I find it gives me a better seal across the surface, because I don't want any of it delaminating and popping off. If you went to Dragon Con, you wouldn't be taking Optimus. No, can't say as I blame you. That would be a labour of love. Stop sliding so far forward. You're supposed to sit in around about there. Okay. Let's give him some love with the Dremel. And I think we'll lop off these diggy any bits. This will be you at Dragon Con. We'd know who the hell you were, man. Yep, knocking off the bits. Right. Your tidy whities. Okay. The old budgie smugglers. Destroyer, how you doing? Cyborg Factory is now following. Thank you, Cyborg. Not only you're a cyborg, you're a bloody zombie as well. See? Bronze Dragon is now following. I thought you did that ages ago, Bronze. But thank you for the follow anyway, my friend. Lacra 1, 2, 3 is following. You're going to pee and get in the tub again. Well, most likely in that order. Thank God it's in that order. Because doing it in the other order might be a little embarrassing, my dear. I don't know why. Why? Because you would be soaking in your wee-wee. And unless you're a scuba diver, it ain't any nice. Ain't no, not no. Okay, so it's going to hang under there. Oh, sorry, hang under there. So it needs some battle damage now. Let's see, with respect to how it fits in with the other piece, I might get away with a nice chunk out of there. Yep, let's do that in there. What time is it for me? It's 1 AM. Well, yes and no. No worries, thanks for your support tonight, mate. You take care of yourself. You gonna head off? No worries, buddy. Take care of yourself. I probably won't be on for too much longer. It's been a 3-hour stream, so we know the parameters I put on that for uploading to YouTube. And now that I've done the gluing, it's just this battle damage to be done, and then there's nothing much I can do until tomorrow when I can start painting outside and stuff. Thanks, Cyborg. Yeah, it's coming along. I've got the base of the helmet made. It's oh, it normally sits on the back of that, on the top of that, but there it's sitting beside him. So yeah, I've started on it, but I've got these commissions that need to be taken care of. Time-wise, they're a priority. Is the Daedric for a specific con event? God, I hope so. I'm going to be cheeky and say, yeah, it's for C2E2 next year. But I know it's not going to be. The Nordic is my winning costume in the Champions of Cosplay here in Western Australia, and as most of the guys in the stream there know, the end of next month I go to Sydney to represent WA. Whoever wins there will go to C2E2 in Chicago next year to represent Australia. So if all that fell to pieces, fell into place, then the Daedric would be what I would be trying to take across to the States with me, but I don't see that happening. The other competitors are extremely good, so it will be my big costume for next year's season. There we have it, gang. That's pretty much where I'm going to leave that, because tomorrow it's rubber sealing and painting time. Well, later on today. Plus I have the crowd turning up for their regular Sunday stream, Sunday build day. Well, yeah, thank you. I'll be going to Sydney at least, so I've won myself a free trip to the biggest convention in Australia, so that's an adventure. All the way to the other side of the country. All expenses paid, blah blah blah. Oh, what's that? Rainbow merch is now following. Thank you very much, Rainbow. And as I said, whoever wins over there will represent Australia. There are only 5 competitors in the competition, so the odds are okay, but the costumes that the that I've seen so far for the other 2 state winners that have been held are just phenomenal. Will I be streaming tomorrow? Yeah, possibly. Sunday is a group build day here at my house. I have a lot of other builders turn up, so I don't tend to stream when they're here, but I may be streaming after they leave. Okay, thank you very much for everybody who's followed today and made contributions to both chat and to the little jar. Have I ever thought about streaming my Sunday craft thingies? No, I haven't. I get quite frustrated with a lot of them. I don't think that's something that I'd like to go to the wider public. I don't know whether they'd like me to do it either. I apologise, Cyborg, that you turned up towards the end of the stream there, mate. But please follow me down there on Facebook. I tend to post when I'm about to stream on Facebook. Well, I do occasionally. If you like what you've seen, there's lots of progress photos normally end up on Instagram, and of course all of these streams do eventually get archived up to YouTube, so you can follow along with any of the other builds, including every single chapter of that build, of my Nordic carved armor build. All 48 volumes of it or something or other are there on my YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to disappear and do the darkness. Once again, thank you for joining me. I am Tyrannus Cosplay. I'll see you at my next stream. And remember, gang, like it says across the top of the screen there in yellow, red and blue, it's called Cosplay, because this stuff is meant to be fun. Good night, gang.